Hey everyone, welcome back to First Play, the show where we learn the rules for the first time, and you guys get to watch us from home.
And mess it up badly.
Yeah, we probably will mess this one up badly, but we'll see. Today we have Sterling, Josh, Mike, and me, John, trying to learn to play Trajan, which is by Renegade Games currently. This is it's had multiple incarnations. This is the one that we're playing right now. Is the Renegade Games one. So kind of stoked. I like Roman stuff. I like building stuff. Let's see what happens with this stuff. Setup was a little elaborate. It took us a while, right? I mean, because I went and got some food and came back, and so. But it looks like we're all ready to read the rules now. So, Mike, lead us away.
You went to get food, you came back, and then you ate your food.
Yeah, I literally just finished eating. I mean, it was Jack in the Box.
So, sequence of play. We already know that we're trying to get the most victory points. That's just the way it is. All right, game is played over 4 quarters of a year. Each quarter consists of 4 rounds, and each round lasts for 1 cycle of the time marker around the time track.
What? Oh, that's the time marker. That's 1 cycle. That's a year. Is that what I heard? Yeah.
The number of player turns may differ from round to round.
It also differs by number of players, it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Player's turn consists of the following step performed in this order. Move action markers and move time marker. Mandatory. Complete Trajan tile if possible. Perform 1 action optional. After players completed their turn, the next player in clockwise order begins their turn. So it states 1 round lasts for a complete cycle of this. And each quarter, and we're playing 4 quarters, consists of 4 rounds.
Okay.
So that sounds like 16 times around the circle if I'm not reading this wrong.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I'm already going, huh? Okay, so 1 round. Hint. A player influences the number of turns in a round by the number of action markers in the starting tray that they choose. These are action markers.
Yep.
And those are trays.
Yep.
Okay. So apparently you're going to be able to increase or move them around. Okay, so move action markers, which is mandatory. Choose 1 tray on your player mat and take all of the action markers from that tray. The chosen tray must contain at least 1 action marker. Announce the number of markers you are taking so the time marker can be moved. So you pick up 2, you move the thing 2. And it's basically saying go this way around.
Okay.
Just so you know. Next, place the action markers you took in the following trays in clockwise direction, placing 1 in each tray. You choose which marker you place in each tray. So they go to the clockwise adjacency. So if you pick these 2 up, 1 goes there, 1 goes there.
Okay. All right.
So that's how that works, according to diagram. Note, if you take from a tray with more than 6 action markers, you'll put 2 markers in some of the trays. So the green player chooses.
You pick up all the action markers.
You pick every action marker in the tray you select, and that's how many spaces you move the thing. And then you start by putting 1 there, 1 there, and then the next one goes there, the next one goes there, the next one goes there.
Okay. If the action markers got to match the tiles, I did this all wrong.
Yeah, well, we're about to discover that. You choose which marker you place in each tray, which color. So color does matter.
Right.
Continue until you placed all the action markers you took. The tray where you placed the last action marker is called the target tray. So wherever the last marker is probably the Trajan tile you're going to work with. I'm going to get. Move the time marker. Once you announce the number of action markers you have taken, the player to your right advances the time marker clockwise on the time track with the same number of spaces. If the time marker reaches or crosses its starting space, the current round will end after you complete your turn. A quarter year ends after 4 rounds, and the game ends after 4 quarter years. At the end of a round, quarter year, or game, additional rules must be resolved before the next player's turn. If your target tray has a Trajan tile next to it, and if the tray has action markers matching the colors shown on the Trajan tile, you complete the Trajan tile.
Yes. Okay.
There.
I'm gonna punch you right now with this mug.
I kind of suspected as much. This one's matched.
Yeah, that's why I put that there. I'm wishing I had swapped these two though, because then they could move the white ones.
Yeah.
Now I've gotta
If your
go
target
forward.
tray has a Trajan tile, you complete the Trajan tile. The target tray can have more action markers than those required, and it doesn't matter how long the action markers have been in the target tray. When you complete a Trajan tile, you gain the victory points shown on it. You may perform its special action, and then you remove the completed Trajan tile from the game. One time only. Exception. If you complete a Trajan tile with a bread, helmet, or flame icon, do not remove it from the game. Those tiles stay in effect until the end of the game. Okay. Then you can perform one action, optional. Whether or not you completed a Trajan tile, you may now perform the action shown by the target tray. That's the inner symbols. Seaport action. You must choose one of the 4 actions. Draw 2, discard 1. Draw 1 from discard. Play commodities, refill hand. Ship commodities. Well, I just said the topics. Here's the entire explanation, which has to do with combinations made with the ships. Now remember, performing an action is optional, and this is just the seaport action. Draw 2 commodity cards from the deck, add them to your hand. Then discard 1 card of your choice from the hand, placing it face up on top of one of the 2 discard piles. That's one possibility. Draw 1 discard, take a commodity card from the top of the discard, add it to your hand. Discard pile is now empty, refill it from the top of the deck. Play commodities. Play 1 or 2 commodity cards from your hand, face up to your personal tableau in front of you.
And this is for the.
Then refill your hand by drawing the same number of cards from the deck as you played.
But it sounds like the port is closed or something. Is that what we're talking about?
No, this is seaport action.
All right, it just matches this over here as well.
Well, yeah, that's
Okay.
no.
All right.
We're talking about if this is your target tray and you do. Because you may only take.
That's right. You use this before you go from.
You're going to do this, and then you're going to do that.
Right.
As an option. The inner one's an option. You know.
Gotcha.
Ship commodities. Play it into a tableau. Cards you play must match the combination shown on the ship tile of your choice. You score the number of victory points shown on the chosen ship tile. If the ship's colored side is face up, flip it to its gray side. If its gray side is face up, leave it on that side. So they start on their blue side.
Yeah, but I don't.
Once it's been used, it's worth less.
I'm just trying to figure out what its combo is because I don't see anything on there.
Okay.
I'm guessing these are 4 different types.
4
They
different
aren't the
types.
same.
I see now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Do you want it?
Yep. I got it.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4 identical cards.
Yep.
Shipping pairs.
Yep.
And different cards.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8 is different cards.
And you score if you give them 2.
Not equal
you're gonna
to.
get. Yeah.
4 points.
So you need a lot of commodity cards to be
To
doing
be able
shipping
to trigger
commodities.
it. If you want to get them at some points, yeah.
Well, yeah, if you just want to put 1 out there and gain 5 points or whatever. Okay, the forum action. Which is the
columns.
Yeah, it's this thing.
Yep.
Take any one tile from the forum, place it face up in the matching space of your player map.
So that's how you get more tiles. I'm guessing here.
Well, do we have a?
This one seems horrendously complicated. We'll get there.
It won't be once we get the
The
problem with
green
some
squares.
of these games is
That's
that you have to
where the green
read
ones
every
go.
single thing and then you
Okay, so that's a forum action. Take any one tile from the forum.
over there. Okay.
That's
yeah,
over here.
Yeah.
Forum has spaces 3 extra action tiles and standard tiles or whatever. If they go in the highlighted spaces that match the color of the tile, apparently. That's what it looks like. Military action. You must choose from one of three action options. Recruit a legionnaire. Move one of your player tokens from your player mat to the military camp. Token is now called a legionnaire until the end of the game. Yeah, you've got one legionnaire with you already.
That's good.
Move leader. Move your military leader to an adjacent province.
I see that.
If the province has a tile, take it, place it on your player map. Military camp is adjacent to 3 provinces, same as the province of Britannia.
Nordicum. I can't read it because it's upside down. And the Alps.
Ratia.
Same as the province of Britannia, which is adjacent to 3.
Yep, right here.
By
You can see the
dotted green lines.
lines.
Move legionnaire is an option. Move one of your legionnaires from the military camp to the current province of your leader. Cannot move a legionnaire to a province that already has one of your legionnaires. When you move a legionnaire, you score the victory points shown on the province you moved it to. However, you score 3 less victory points for each legionnaire of another player in that province to a minimum of 0. Trajan action. Take the top tile from one of the 6 tiles of stacks of Trajan tiles, place it in on the slot of your player mat holding your Arch of Trajan. Then move your Arch of Trajan to the next clockwise slot without a Trajan tile.
So it's always populating.
So you're going to be populating in an empty space each turn. Yeah. Let's see how that little mechanism works.
So what does it do?
This will move and allow you to claim another token to put there than was you ever.
Because you're
Gotcha.
discarding these as you fulfill them. And so, if all of your slots on the action circle now have Trajan tiles, leaving no free slots for the arch, place the arch in the center of your action circle. When you next complete a Trajan tile, immediately move the arch to the newly free slot. If all of the slots for the Arch of Trajan on your player mat have Trajan tiles, you cannot perform the Trajan action. Huh?
Means you can't move this arc to another thing to get another one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Senate action. Advance your disc on the Senate track on the game board by 1 space to score the victory points shown on the new space. If any discs are already on the new space, place your disc on top of them. If your disc is on the 8th space of the Senate track, you cannot perform this action during this quarter year. Okay.
Wait, what makes us
If
able
you get all the way to the end, you can't go higher.
what makes us able to progress that?
Taking the Senate action.
Take the Senate action.
Oh, we get to choose what action.
You get 1 action per turn. I'm reading all the different actions.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do that.
The
thing,
construction
these.
actions. You must choose one of these 2 options. If you take a construction action. Recruit worker. Move one of your player tokens from your player mat to the worker camp on the game board. This token is now called a worker until the end of the game. Or you can assign a worker. Move one of your workers from the worker camp to a space on the construction site. That's apparently this circle right here where we've already got a worker.
Okay, so where were the workers camped?
No,
That's the work- that is the worker camp.
And these are the what they're.
You can either move one from here to here, or you can move one from here to one of these.
Okay, so this is the construction site. This is the worker camp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. If the space has a construction tile, then take the tile, score the victory points shown on the tile, place it in the matching slot on your player mat. Where you can place. If you are placing your first worker on the construction site, you may choose any space in the site. When placing further workers, you must place them horizontally or vertically adjacent to at least one of your other workers. So if somebody's stolen your adjacent tiles, you're screwed.
They didn't use the word orthogonally.
No, they
I
said
use a
horizontally or
different word.
vertically
You can't say.
adjacent. So,
Orthogonally.
for those people that don't understand that word. Gaining an extra action. If this tile fills an empty slot on your player mat, you immediately perform the action shown on the tile. After finishing this action, continuing the turn, you gain this extra action for the first construction tile of each type you take. Okay, so it takes a construction tile, place on the main, the slot was empty, so...
I'm getting it.
I think I missed
No.
it. What was
This,
the?
my brain is hemorrhaging.
What was this one
So is
again?
mine.
What was this action? I think I missed it.
I don't think we
This
got
what? That's a
little-
Senate action.
Oh, okay.
That little scrolly looking thing or
Okay.
whatever it is. What do you call that, John?
The fascio. It was later used by the fascists, but it's supposed to be a bundle of wheat stalks represent the populace.
There we go. See, if you want to know what these are, just ask him.
What does that mean then?
That's what
You
said.
would the fascio. I mean, I don't know what it does in the game right now, but it looks like you put it in.
You gain that tile,
And you put it
get
somewhere.
to put it.
Like for example, I see this would fill this spot.
Okay, so let me finish with this placing at other workers. You may place your worker on a construction site with workers of other players. You do not take a construction tile for doing this, but it helps you to close gaps if you want to approach more lucrative construction tiles.
It's a waste of a worker, but allows you to start moving.
Okay,
towards
so
something.
you're talking about the provinces. That was the your military action.
Yep.
When you move to Legionnaire, move one of your Legionnaires from the current
You
province
get
to
this
your leader.
Mm-hmm.
When you
Just
move
tell
the
them what
leader,
it's like.
tile.
When you
I
move
don't
the
know what it
leader,
does.
if it has a tile, you take it and place it on your player mat. So you get those tiles, you place them on your player mat.
Yeah, just unsure where the fascial tile would go.
The
Right in here, John.
Oh,
Sure.
what it does.
It probably means you move to the 4.
Oh, they're right here on the side.
Ah.
So I think they might be points.
yeah, they're the colors of the colored borders of all the squares match the colored tiles
Okay.
as to where they can be placed.
So you have one's identical over here. Let's see, that's worth 2. This one's worth 5. So I'm guessing it's points or something.
All right, so reaching the end of a round, if the time marker reaches or crosses its start space, the start space. The current round ends after the active player's turn. If there are 3 demand tiles face up, i.e. after 4 cycles of the time track, this quarter year ends. Follow the instructions at end of quarter year below. If there are not 3 demand tiles next to the game board, reveal a demand tile, place it near the game board. Then the next clockwise player continues with the next round. So, yeah, okay. So that, in other words, the first player starts this whole thing off, but every other round after that is dependent on
Yeah, I
how
mean,
many
'cause
actions people take.
It's
Because
yes.
it'll change every round who goes next. It's just
Yep.
the next player goes, the next player goes. All right, end of a quarter year.
It's like Mancala, Risk, and 13 other games jammed into one.
This is going to be, meet the people's demands. The people have voiced 3 demands shown by the revealed demand tokens. And their demands must be met. To
If
meet
you
each
don't-
revealed demand tile, each player must spend 1 forum tile showing the matching demand.
Here we go. These tiles over here. Yes.
You must, forum tiles.
Sure.
Okay.
Pane, cheat,
To meet
and I
each
don't know,
revealed
religious.
must spend 1 forum tile. Player may also meet a demand by using a Trajan tile showing the matching demand icon. Each Trajan tile showing a demand icon can only meet 1 demand per end of quarter year. So if you've bought one of the permanent resources, placed it up here, as opposed to the forum tiles that
nice.
you place down here.
Okay, that's a permanent
We
one.
do not know what those are until we
Yeah, until we
do
reveal
the
them.
circle and we get to reveal the 3 demands, and then we
Yeah.
got to go scrambling for them.
Otherwise, we lose that many points, I'm guessing.
Oh.
Minus 15, minus 9, minus 4.
If you don't get the demands, you
I'm guessing.
I'm going backwards on the.
you're not making
Gotta
progress.
keep the populace
Yeah, well, as a
happy.
matter of fact, that's exactly what it says next. If a player cannot meet 1 of the demands, they lose victory points as follow.
Yup.
You must meet as many demands as you can. You cannot
Demanding
choose to
moment.
forego any demands you could meet.
This one's not that important. This one's super important.
Yeah.
Okay, so all forum tiles spent to meet the people's demands will be removed from the game later, but Trajan tiles used to meet demands are kept on their player mats.
That's pretty sweet.
So those tiles are permanent.
I should have gotten one of those tiles.
Well,
Oh, we could. We can only do the 2, 4, and 6 slots.
all right,
Yeah, but
so
you could have picked any
then
of them.
Oh,
You
that's
just gotta
true.
pick this
That's
one.
true.
elect council, vice council, and the Senate. Each player counts up the number of votes in the Senate as follows. The votes shown by the space on the Senate track. The votes shown on any forum tiles on their player mat.
That'd be those then?
Ah.
Yes, those are the ones. Yes, that shows the number of votes.
Okay.
The slashes are the number of votes.
Tallies, yes.
The player with
Your
the
political
most
influence.
the player with the most votes is appointed council. They choose one of the 2 bonus tiles by the Senate track and place the tile in front of them, yellow side up. Player with the second most is opponent vice council. They take the other bonus tile and place the tile in front of them, gray side up. Break a tie for votes in favor of the player whose disc is higher on the Senate track. Who's on top, the last person to get to that spot.
All right, not liking this
If the
game.
tie players are on the same space of the Senate track, break this tie in favor of the tie players higher in the stack. If everyone has 0, the council remains council and the vice council remains vice council. Each player still gains a bonus tile as normal. Then remove all the discs from the Senate track, stack them on its start space in the order of votes so that the player with the fewest votes is at the bottom. And the player with the most votes is on top.
Cheater.
Then remove the following tiles from the game. All forum tiles showing demands on player mats that were spent to meet the people's demands. All forum tiles showing votes on player mats, whether they were used or not.
So you don't get to keep your political influence.
No, all forum tiles and extra action tiles in the forum. All face-up demand tiles. So we're replacing these every turn.
Interesting.
That's what's going on.
Okay.
I see what they were doing there. Refill and flip tiles. Flip the ship tiles back to their colored side. Then randomly draw and place these tiles face up. 2 bonus tiles, place them on the matching spaces in the Senate, yellow side up. Draw and place a forum tile in each province without a forum tile that has no military leaders or legionnaires. So that's provinces get refilled as long as they're not occupied. Draw forum tiles to refill the green spaces of the forum as appropriate for player count. Draw 3 extra action tiles, place them in the 3 yellow spaces. Then end the quarter year. Remove the top quarter year tile from its stack. If the final quarter year tile was not removed, the game progresses to the next quarter year and the next clockwise player begins their turn.
Oh, so it's rotating.
No, it just keeps going. It's like if I end it, Mike's still first on the next quarter, but if John ends it, you're first.
You just
Oh.
keep going around in a circle with players because the turns could end in a random time frame depending on how many actions you did. Okay, so that's that.
My brain's gonna
End of the
fry
game,
when we get to
final
round
final
one.
scoring. We can just wait on that. You guys can figure out scoring.
Hey,
But what we
how
need
about
to
you forgot the
explain-
game first?
We need to explain these things.
I think I get them, but
The bonus tiles, front, yellow, gain 9 victory points if you have at least 1 forum tile with the shown demand icon.
and I'm guessing I get 3 victory points for a column or a bear skin I trade at the port. I'm guessing.
Well, let me get through all these.
Oh, I thought you were reading yours.
No, he was
No,
reading
I'm
the first
reading
one
the
on the
whole
paper,
thing.
which is this guy.
The first, front yellow, gain 9 victory points if you have at least 1 forum tile with the shown demand, red, helm, or flame. A Trajan tile with this demand does not fulfill this bonus.
There's 2 on the board. Yeah.
So you have...
Yeah.
Back, as on the front, but gain only 6. If it shows a single worker, gain 1 victory point per worker you have in the construction site. Back is a half a victory point per worker rounded up. The resource ones, the front, gain 3 victory points for each of these commodity cards in your personal tableau. The back, as on the front, but you only gain 2. The front, gain 3 victory points for each of your yellow bonus tiles. I don't know if anybody has one.
No, we all have resources, and you and were showing resources in the
Yeah. I got
whatever
The
the
forum
green
tiles.
tab.
This
Yeah,
is the
forum
forum
tile.
tile.
I'm not sure how I put down my resource cards here, but okay.
He
never
explained
mind.
it earlier.
Yeah.
You can.
That was the commodity action with the
Okay,
ships.
go
and
into the
set up.
ships. Perfect. That's how you place them. Thank you.
Okay, then the forum tiles have the same greenback, votes, demands. Wild commodity card is apparently like really no.
I don't
What are
think.
these?
Wild commodity, yeah, those are where they go. Wild can substitute for any commodity card once it's used or removed from the game. It's a light
It's this one right here.
It's a really light colored
Oh, this.
as opposed to a darker colored.
Okay.
The green is a wild demand tile. Can meet
Okay.
people's demands in a quarter. The brown one is a wild construction tile.
Okay.
And then the orange one or whatever, wild extra action tile. So they have two shades. It's kind of like this shade versus this shade.
We've got a rectangle, a square, like a
And
house
that's where they
looking
go
thing,
when they have
an
a
X.
They have the different sizes and symbols. Those are the wild. If you have wilds there, they can substitute for something that's missing. After you perform the extra action tiles, after you perform an action, you may repeat the same action by spending an extra action tile showing the same action icon, removing the extra action tile from the game. If you have a +2 marker assigned to this action, you may repeat the same action a third time.
Allow you to do that extra action.
Use +2 markers remain in their assigned space. You may only spend one extra action tile per turn. Note, during a construction action, if you take the first construction tile of a type and gain the extra action, you can even use an extra action tile to perform this extra action again.
So you can get like 3 turns in a row then?
You could
Okay.
do something like 20
Three
times.
So remember the construction thing. It's referring back to when we were talking about construction. Recruit a worker. You move one of your workers to the worker camp. Okay. Assign a worker. Move one of your workers from the worker camp to a space on the construction site. If the space has a construction tile, take the tile. Score the victory points placed in the matching slot. If this tile fills an empty slot on your player mat, you may immediately perform the action shown on the tile. You can only do that 5 times because there's only 5 different. So if you take an action twice, the second one's not going to give you an extra action.
Okay.
That's what they're saying.
And
So what they're saying is if you grab one of those and get an extra action because it's the first one there, and you take another one of those actions, if you get an extra action tile, you get to do it a third time.
Okay.
Okay.
If you have an extra action tile.
you said like when you move these, you can complete an adjacent thing. So, or no?
Adjacent, not a.
You're
so
talking
if
about
you
in the
do not
worker camp?
complete an adjacent thing, the last action token you place is the spot you activate.
So for you,
I'm going to complete.
you
that.
would not take
It's
blue
not-
and white. You would just take the blue one and move it over one, and then you'd now be able to complete that one. If you took the blue and the white and you dropped the blue off, and
you
did
have
white
to
there,
take
You have to
everything
take
in the
everything
space.
from the tray.
you have to take the whole tray.
You have to take the whole tray
Okay.
every time
And drop one.
and drop one, and then the next one, and the last
So you
one
got-
you
you
place is
gotta-
the spot you activate.
You kind of really.
So
plan it out.
So if you did,
I
your
can't
one-
complete this
No.
turn,
No.
No,
even though it'll have the right colors.
correct, because the white one will go over to the green, and that's a space you'll activate.
Okay.
But you can take
So-
your pink and yellow. Oh, no, never
So
mind.
placing the mixed colored tiles was the thing to do for the most part, unless you wanted to match one and get victory
Yeah.
points. But then the tiles you picked up here needed to match the colors you had.
Yeah, well.
We didn't know that to start.
We didn't. We just randomized
It
them.
was one of those things that we were saying earlier, where if I had known,
Sure. I mean, it's.
So
I'm not stressed about it. I'm gonna see where I can do to get to it.
okay. So that
The
whole
big
extra
trigger
action
too is
stuff.
the last tile you put a thing on is what triggers. So you got to really plan this out where you're going.
Okay. So I'm sure we're gonna. All right. So I'm the first player.
So a quick question: when you activate that tile, what happens to the things that are in here? You take everything off and
What-
reassign them. Let's just say I trigger this. I land my final guy over here, and I got a white and a whatever orange color here, and I do this. What happens to the action?
stay right there.
They stay right there, and then I pick them up again.
Well,
yeah, you keep
you're
going.
gonna
Yeah.
Just two.
your
That's
action
pink and orange.
your action tokens don't leave
Just
this
trying to
This
area.
go.
is, this is pink and orange.
That's
Yeah.
pink and orange.
That's
I'm
pink
just
and
trying to
orange.
help him out.
No, I appreciate it because I thought that was white.
That
So
was not white.
That one's see this one is
Yeah, I didn't think you were
activatable
meddling. I'm just
for
like, I
me.
appreciate it.
That's the only one. This one has white, and I can't get a pink to. I mean, I can get a
Goes
pink
in
to
the
it.
if you can distinguish them.
Yeah, you got to plan ahead a little bit on your grabbing a tile.
Yeah, I see the white out there now. This is pink. Definitely I see it over there. Okay. But yeah, looking at it over here, I'm like, what is that? That's got to be white.
So, player move action markers mandatorily. Choose a source tray, take all markers, distribute one by one, move the time marker. And the guy to your right moves the time marker, but I don't care if Josh does it every time, it doesn't matter. You complete the Trajan tile. If possible, score victory points, special action, optional. Okay, so I'm just going to start off with one I know I can activate the tile and see if what it does, and we'll just go from there because I know.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to pick a source tray and take all markers and distribute it one by one. So I'm going to take all these markers and I'm going to distribute the orange one there and the white one there.
That's the one you would trigger.
Yep.
The last one
Yep,
placed,
that's the one you would trigger, which you have.
because now if I pick up 3, it goes all the way up to this one.
Right.
And 3 goes from there to there to there.
Yep.
And you can get them up to 6, they say, and in case you may make a circle.
Okay.
Okay, complete a Trajan tile if possible, and apparently you have to, so
When do you advance the time marker? Is it
right now.
Right now. So you move 2.
There
move
you go.
this 2.
That's what I was trying to figure. Thank you.
Okay, so I completed a Trajan tile
Great.
because there's a
Yep.
blue and an orange.
Yep.
Which allows you to put 1
Two,
or 2.
two military guys. So,
They go from here to your military.
all right, so Trajan tiles. Take 1 or 2, depending on the symbol. In this case,
As
it's
shown.
2.
Yeah.
Take it as shown. So this one says take 2 workers from your player mat
Yep.
and place them in the military camp.
Yep. You now have 3 legionnaires. Or
Once
3
placed in the
legions.
military camp, this player token is a legionnaire for the rest of the game. From now on, when you discard, well, that's the +2 marker. So that took care of the Trajan tile thing.
So that's not out of the game.
So, and then special action optional from doing a Trajan tile. I get 2 victory points. Number 1, we're going this way, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's because it's
It's
on
got-
the tile.
It says
Yep.
2
Yep.
victory
Yep. I
points.
see that.
Okay. Gain the victory points. Perform its special action. Remove the completed Trajan tile from the game.
Removed. Removed. Doesn't come
Exception is those permanent resource ones go
back. Yeah.
there. Okay, then you perform 1
You get
action optional,
optional.
possibly extra action. 1 of 6 actions depending on the target tray. This is my target tray.
Yep.
Okay, so that is
No.
a Trajan action.
Trade.
Take the top tile from one of the 6 stacks of Trajan tiles, place it in the slot of your player mat holding your arch. So if I'm looking for something that matches those colors, what you call SOL.
Because there isn't.
Blue, orange, and white, and there is no matching
But
color.
you got a blue and you got a white, so you're halfway there.
So yes, if you want to pick one that might pop or something of that nature.
You ended here, not there.
No, he's doing
Or is his
he's
different?
doing this.
I'm doing the Trajan action.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was in the
That's
target
this
tray.
thing.
Trajan action is opposite your Trajan card tile you just did.
Right. So isn't it this?
Yeah.
This.
It says it's a Trajan action. Take the top.
He's doing the arch. He's not doing this.
No,
He's
it
doing his
goes
arch.
from your target tray, not your Trajan tray.
I understand that. He's not doing this.
Oh no, I
action.
need to take a forum action. They're right. I'm not taking a Trajan
It
action.
goes from where you ended.
Take
not
any one
from
tile
where-
from the forum and place it face up in the matching space of your player mat.
It's not going off of this. It's going off of this.
where he.
Yeah,
This.
I understand that. He was saying though, he was talking about this action with the archway.
Yeah, no.
This is the Trajan action. He needs to take a forum action.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm taking a forum action, and I take 1 tile from the forum, place it face up in the matching space of your player mat.
So that's gonna make you get an extra action later on. Am I right? If you wish to.
If he
Okay, so the
Because I
forum.
think
the
these
forum-
are extra actions.
Yeah. If
So
he
the
takes one
forum
of those,
tiles, all forum tiles have the same green back.
Yeah.
Votes, this is the purple one.
Yeah.
Those are the extra action tiles. The
Yeah.
forum tiles,
You got a couple of wilds, some votes, an extra military action, an
So-
entertainment requirement. Yeah.
These are the extra action tiles.
Yep.
After you perform an action, you may repeat the same action by spending an extra action tile shown on the same action icon, removing it from the game. If you have a +2 marker assigned to it, you may repeat the action a third time.
Right.
So, yeah, +2 comes from
Yeah.
buying one of those.
Because they're all +1s right now.
So,
that's-
if I'm trying to think ahead to what I might do, there's really going to be nothing I can do, but if I'm trying to think ahead, I will try to match the inner icon I think I'm going to do next. If
Yeah.
I was to take the extra want to take the
Right.
extra action tile.
the other thing you have.
Or if
requirements
I
for
want to
opponents,
do meet demands
Right.
anticipation,
which you don't know what's coming up.
And you
but-
get to pick any one of the squares from in there?
Yep.
yep,
Okay.
and they get refilled every
Yeah.
year. So looking at it,
There's wild cards too.
there's 1, 2. Well, this seems rather advantageous.
Yeah, it's a wild card.
Okay, so I take a forum action.
Yep.
Take any one tile and place it face up on the matching space on your player map. Yep. That's one action. 1 of 6 actions. End of a round. The time marker reaches across this blah, and around next person.
Okay, so,
So when
thanks.
does this activate?
On the Trajan action.
Oh, okay. If you land there, got it.
If you land on your little foreign
I
thing,
see it. I see it.
you take a tile and put it here. And move this to the
Yeah.
next empty.
Okay.
Okay, so
It's a Trajan action.
thanks to your advice, will then pick up this because I can drop the orange here, and drop the
Backwards.
pink here, and then the orange here. Therefore, moving that twice because I
Yep.
moved 2, 1, 2, and then triggering this.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Allows
You
to
get
put
one
the
worker.
so I can
first
put
die.
one worker in the worker camp. Does
Pull,
that
pull the tile off.
does he? Okay,
No.
pull the tile off.
He gets 5.
5 victory points.
Round.
Okay. When do you go construct something?
When you
Okay.
land on the worker icon.
You
Ah,
have
you're in the
landed on
Senate.
the voting, the Senate icon,
Yeah.
Okay, so
for your
now
interior.
what can I do with the voting?
I think you just go up 1, so you have
Okay.
another vote.
Okay, Senate action. Advance your disc on the game board by 1 space. Score the victory points shown.
2.
2. Oh, okay. That was fortuitous. Thank you.
Turn in the tile.
Turn in the tile. Bye bye tile.
Now it's me.
Yes, sir.
Well, that part of that seems fairly straightforward.
Yeah, it's just planning it ahead so that you land where you
Well,
want to
it's going
land.
to get convoluted
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
soon.
Once you have like all the token thingies almost in one.
Because sometimes you may not be able to
trays.
do a tile, and
Right.
So, okay, next turn, do I get to choose which one I move? Again, next turn?
you choose your spot.
Yeah,
yes.
you can choose
every
any
turn
one.
you choose which one.
Okay.
So you can sequence it to.
All right.
So then you get to do a military
war
action.
You get to do the interior one.
I'm gonna advance my big dude and
It's
take.
when you move one of these guys. not the big
Material-
guy.
No, when your
You
leader
get,
gets there.
You get 1 of 3 options: recruit a legionnaire, move a leader, or move a legionnaire.
Okay.
So you
Legionnaire
moving a
gives you
leader-
3 victory points.
Move your
you-
leader to an adjacent province. The province has a tile. Take it, place it on your player map.
Okay.
The military camp is adjacent to 3 provinces.
Then if you move a legionnaire there, you'll score 3 victory points.
Okay, so I get 4 votes. No, 5 votes.
Move that
Whatever's
tile
on it.
to your player map.
Okay.
Yep. So you're
So
sitting at
when
5
it-
votes. I'm
when
sitting
it
at 2.
comes to the end of the round, we have a Senate.
Then those get applied.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess that's my turn.
So my turn. I'm
So
gonna do.
it's going to be end of a round. We do actually go 4 times. Wow.
I get 2 workers in the camp. 2 victory points. And I get to do a Senate action. And get 2 more points.
Huh. I see how this is going to go.
This is gonna go as a nightmare. Is how it's
You gotta move the.
Oh yes, and then 1, 2 for me, and 1, 2 for you. Next turn.
I see how this is going to go. So I'm going to pick up this one, put white here, orange here, and blue here. No tile to do, but I do get to do a Trajan action, which is get a tile. And tile goes there.
Yep. And then you move it over.
Well, yeah, it's
I'm not liking this. This is way too cogitation. Okay, so
Trajan, and that's all a Trajan action.
you
does.
always get that interior. Yeah. Okay, I got that. All right. So let me then. So the interior is probably where I'm gonna play because I suck at this top part. But let's see what's going on here. So if I got this right, you need to move me three the marker.
Yeah.
Did you move mine?
Three. No, I just did
did
yours.
3.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3 for John.
Because that comes up really quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm dropping
So
this
the
one
end
here.
of round does what?
Then I'm gonna drop
That's a yellow.
the
and a blue
yellow
then.
one over
Okay.
here and the orange one over
We're
here.
coming up on it.
Because
end
that
of
way the
round,
next
so I'll see
turn
what
I
happens.
can
John.
drop
Get the
one
blue
and
there.
get the blue and
Yep,
trigger
there you go.
that. Okay, so now I landed here so I can do the interior.
Yeah, the boat.
So if I wanted to plop these down, it has to be one boat, right? I can't do two
All right,
boats.
so you're doing the seaport action. 1 of 4 options. Draw 2, discard 1. Draw 1 from discard. Play commodities, refill hand. Ship commodities. So if you're talking about making a tableau in front of you, it's the ship commodities. Place any number of commodity cards from your hand face up to your personal tableau. Cards you play must match the combination shown on the ship tile of your choice. You score the number of victory points shown on the chosen ship tile.
So it's a ship tile. So we're gonna go with.
And then it's flipped over, right?
Yeah, it's flipped to its other side.
So if I look at this,
Now,
this is not 3 different cards.
okay, now ship
No,
commodity.
you can get
Okay,
I
first
guess
off,
this one. Yeah, but if I go
The
over
ship-
here, yeah, I see what you're saying.
just so you
Yeah.
know,
I
the
think.
ship commodities play any number.
Yeah.
There is a play commodities and refill hand. Play 1 or 2 face up in your personal tableau, then refill your hand by drawing the same number of cards.
Ah.
It's 2 different types of actions
Yeah.
entirely.
Yeah.
One is a play commodities and refill hand. You play 1 or 2 commodities from your hand face up to your personal tableau, then you refill your hand. Ship commodities is a separate action altogether. Play any number of commodity cards from your hand face up to your personal tableau. The cards you play must match the combination shown on a ship tile of your choice. You score the number of victory points shown on the chosen ship tile.
Okay. So,
So
if
you,
I read,
you
because
do
like,
not
if
score when you play commodities, only when you ship commodities.
okay, but I have this tile that seems to give me 3 victory points for every column and right. So
Yeah.
what I'm reading here, this is 9 victory points, and I refilled my hand.
No. You can either
9,
play commodities, which
right?
is you put 1 or 2 and then you refill, or you ship commodities, which is you play them but you don't refill.
Okay, so
That's
this,
correct.
but this scores at the end of the year.
At the end of the game, too,
So right now, if I play this,
based
this
on
is
certain
5
bonus
victory
tiles. If you
points
have-
right now, and I don't refill my hand.
No.
You have a matching pair, correct?
Or,
No,
or-
you can do the same thing for 6. Because
Correct,
that's
yeah.
2 cards and that's only 1 card and they have to be the same one. If I'm understanding it correctly.
They have to be the same. That's correct. That would be a better play. You're right, by 1 point. The question is, when does this score? Because right now, this is
That will
potentially
score at the end of the game, I believe.
at the end of the game. Okay, so we're not going to worry about it right now. Fine. So we'll go for 6 victory
So
points.
you want to play any number, and you're playing 2 that match a combination shown on the ship tile. You score the number of victory points.
So 2 equal ones is 6 victory points.
At the end of the game, you could score points due to bonus tiles.
There we go. Perfect. It
Well, then
stays
at,
in my
one,
hands.
at what point would you flip them over and get the lower value?
Flip what over?
These.
These.
Oh,
Do they
what?
trigger immediately?
When,
They're
you,
over
when
there.
you get them here, the
When
second
you
person
grab
ends
them,
up with a gray.
they could, right.
One person, the
Okay.
first person.
So they're always gold
Yeah.
unless you get it as the second
right.
person under that.
Exactly.
correct.
Right, so
So-
then I'm guessing just 6 victory
So
points.
now you flip that ship over, so the next person gets a lower value and then flips it for somebody else.
You can go 13.
Okay.
Now you're forced to play at least 2 to at least get a point.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Unless
want.
you want to put it down just to
Yeah.
refill and, there's other, well, not to refill, but yeah, to get it on here for
So
later.
I want to see an example of that if there is one, because
I didn't realize that you could always trigger the inside. That's good because I suck at this stuff. I'm like,
Well, the ships are going to get flipped back to their colored side.
no,
every
that's
so often.
cool. That's every year I think is when
Yeah,
you,
when we do
get
the
to
next
end.
thing.
But
So you're up against her. How you doing?
Completing this.
2 of them.
What?
Yep. You moved to.
Yeah, 2. So I completed that tile.
Yep. So now
I got a dude
In
as
the
a soldier.
thingy. And then you
And I
get to
get
do
5.
5 victory points worse.
green.
so this doesn't answer a question.
I did that.
And then you get to do this thing.
And then I get, okay, so I get the pillory whatchamajigger.
Yeah, you get one of those. So you can take a wild card there. You can take something that'll meet a requirement later for those victory point things. Mike's cogitating.
Well,
Or I can
I
take
kind of
that
get
and
the
get 2.
feeling that
I can just take this and
if
go
you
again,
expand
right?
your tableau, you score the combination of cards you just played along with the tableau you have in front of you. But that's kind of the way I feel like it is.
So as,
gain
so as
3
you're
more.
playing, you're expanding your tableau at the end. That's what
Well, I
you're
know
gonna
you are, but I'm just saying. For instance, if you played 2 more bearskins,
Ah.
you get the 4. Is the question I'm
Oh, I
getting
don't
at.
think so. Wouldn't it be per
Why
shipment?
would you play them without scoring them then?
I think it would be per shipment. And that was a shipment.
Per shipping action.
I know.
So they wouldn't, you can't ship stuff. I would think you can't ship stuff and then, oh, I'm going to send more stuff next time and get even more points.
No, he's saying take the play action where you put 2 down. It's not a shipping action. You refill your hand, and then the next turn.
Oh,
put
that
2
way you
more
can
down.
stack stuff up to make a bigger shipment,
Yeah.
I would assume.
That's what I just said.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not understanding. This
All right.
game is making my brain cry.
Okay, there's no distinction between whether he scored victory points over those cards or not. When you play them in front of you, they're in your tableau. There is
So-
an action of playing 2 cards in your tableau that doesn't score any victory points, and you get to refill the cards.
Well, wouldn't those go away now because he just sent them?
No,
No,
he's going
they
to hold on
stay
to
in
them
the
until you
tableau.
score.
All right. So if I remember correctly, if I take this, I can just take another tile. Yes.
Yeah, but you expend it, it's gone.
Oh, what the point of that?
Because you can save it for later. It doesn't go away.
This is true.
Because otherwise, what in the heck are you placing them down and refilling your hand for if you don't get to score them
You could
by shipping?
You could just be getting points for this, or you could have stuff that's not useful to you. You're just trying to get out so you can get yourself a better shipment.
Yep, but you can never get 4 of a kind if you can only have 3 cards in your hand.
Well, no, because you can play stuff like this that lets you draw 2 more.
So I think there's a missing explanation there.
I picked it. My fault.
And there's no example whatsoever.
Just do his turn. Though.
Well, he's got to get a card. He's
I
got to
know.
get a tile.
I
It's
get one of
something-
the slightly limited ones.
Okay, well that might save your bacon for points
Mike, when
later.
do these activate again? That's every time we pass this.
Windows what activate?
The
Are we reaching an end
people's
around?
thing.
We're
No,
about
just
to.
We're
curious.
getting really close. I'm just. It's after each of the things, right?
When the time marker reaches or crosses, it's an end of a round.
Okay.
And there's an end of round, you reveal a demand tile. You don't do anything about it, but
Taking
you
us
reveal it. You don't do anything about it
Yeah,
until
I'm
you
gonna go
reveal a
1,
third one.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Not quite
I'm
Mike's
going
gonna
to
do.
activate this thing and draw 2 more resource cards.
Oh,
Gain 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to take a work action, and I'm going to move one of my little guys.
Yeah.
Let's go build a door guy. The one I want, right? Door? Yeah, maybe the door. So 5 more victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I move up on the track one more time. 1, 2, 3. Your turn, Mike.
why did you move up on that track?
You said they immediately take the action on the thing.
The extra action,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
If the first time you place a tile there, you get the extra action.
Yeah.
Mike, your turn. And it looks like you take us to the end of the year. Unless you're doing. Taking us to the end of the year.
Ah, okay. Where was I? That's symbol is a what? Construction action. Okay. I can't get that. I can't get that. This is the one I set up, right? Yes, I did. So 1, 2, 3. 2 cards. And 3 victory points. And I'm doing Senate action, aren't I?
Well, also moving the time marker.
3.
Okay, so that
So
triggers
I
and then.
did a Senate action. Okay. So end of round. It's just the end of round. 3 demand tiles face up. This quarter ends. If they're not, turn one up. Next clockwise player goes.
Hey, you picked wisely. You got
Apparently.
food. So minus 4 points if you don't meet.
At the end of the year.
So what, we still have to go around 3 more times and then the
Yeah.
game's over?
Every time we hit this, we flip one over. Once all 3 are here, then that's the end, and we finish the player's turn.
Well, they don't go there. They go beside the table. These are to indicate how many resources you're missing. If you're missing all 3, you lose 15 victory points. If you're missing 2 of them, missing 4 of them.
Ah, so it's not 15.
No, it's not.
Okay,
This
so
is-
minus 15.
It's what you personally can pay for
Gotcha.
at the end of the quarter.
Wait, those are the end of a quarter?
It's me? Okay, so I was gonna do this one, and I was gonna drop the pink, the yellow, and the blue, therefore triggering a 2-worker. So these now go from here to here.
Mm-hmm.
You gain
I gain
2 victory points.
2 victory points. Where am I?
Yeah, right there.
2 victory points. This goes away. And then I do a worker,
That's cute.
which I will take this guy over here and go build a fountain.
And you can take that action as well.
Alright, so I can just place this and refill my hand?
Yep.
You can put.
Well, you replace as many cards as you played.
You can draw 2, discard 1, or draw 1.
Or you can play commodities and refill.
Or you can play 1 or 2, then refill your hand by drawing the same number of cards as you played.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, and how many points on your thing, John? You need to move.
Did you?
Oh, 5 victory points. I didn't know.
No. You did 3, right, John?
Yeah.
How many are you moving? 4?
And I ended up on the worker thingy.
So you can
So
either
put-
add 1 there. Or
I
you can
should have
move
actually
over.
shipped, because that would have been at least 2 victory points. Over there, for example. Right, well, whatever. Or unless the way Mike was explaining it.
You can't draw a card if you score victory points.
Right, no, I get it. But that would have been like I could have gotten these 5
I gotta
because I
draw
have these
another
2. Is that what
commodity.
you were saying?
No. It's
5
what you
points.
play.
5, yes.
Must match a combination.
Then you get another one of these.
If you can't place one, say I were to get a second food, can I just...
You put it on top of the other one.
Oh, so I can be a terrible
we could-
person.
Because you could end up
flip
with
2.
2 food. Yeah, you just stack them on the spot that matches.
My turn.
So I'm not going to do any of those.
Do 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna take the food for myself so that my people are fed at least. Meet 1 demand.
3.
And I did 1, 2, 3. Yep. And that's it.
Okay, I'm going to move 4. 1, 2. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And vote.
1, 2, 3, 4. All different.
Just need points for Mike.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I'm gonna move 4 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a military action and move my leader. Is it me?
Yep.
To the Alps and claim this token for myself. In case this comes up.
Move 3, Joe. Oh no! It's when you get a. Yeah,
You
I was
didn't get a
thinking- I was
legionary.
thinking you got.
I did
3,
not
but
get
it's
a
a
legionary.
Yeah.
So
My next military action will do a legionary.
How many, sir?
4.
And that's the round. Isn't it?
And now I do a boat action. I'm gonna draw 2 and discard 1, I guess.
I'm not sure.
That's the action you've taken. Just draw 2.
That's what I mean. I'm not sure which.
Oranges. Why would you grab oranges? You're on the boat. That keeps her a scurvy.
I don't care if my people get scurvy. Okay, so what's our second? Oh, holy power, or whatever we're gonna call it.
Fire. You need fire to cook your food
Religion.
and keep your people warm.
Sacrifices. Religion. So far, the needs of the people I am not meeting.
Yeah, tell me about it. A well.
Gonna go. Color you right now. There. We'll put a green one in there. Go white. Oops. Blue and a yellow.
That's perfect.
Yeah. That's all. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I landed on the Senate, so I'm gonna go for more Senate. Get 4 more victory points. Put me with John. Or right behind John. Right behind you.
I was trying to remember your color.
Here's your mic.
Actually, not complicated once you get through the rule book.
Okay, so I'm going to move 5.
Winters are coming.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Military. Put my leader to the 3rd option spot.
Okay, we're going to move 4. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Triggering.
I can move your leader instead of mine.
I wasn't paying attention.
Triggering a Trajan action.
So you move your arch and you get another tile
Where does the arch go?
To
Here.
the next
to
blank
the
board.
next open
Next
one.
empty one, and you pick one of these.
And it's going to be a tile that goes here.
No, it's
No,
gonna go
it's
on the
gonna
one
go
you
where
move
you
from.
know where it was.
Yeah.
Let's do this one.
So I'm gonna move 4. Gil has to go there, so. I just placed them back.
Okay. I was like, yeah, go clock.
I know, I know. I just yellow head in there.
Yeah.
So that leaves me to military action.
You can add one or move a thingy.
I'm gonna move a thingy, and now I have holy power.
Fire.
Now, when you move a legionnaire, do you just move it 1, or do you move it to your leader? I don't recall.
To your leader.
To your leader? Okay, cool.
You want to move a legionnaire. Move one of your legionnaires from the camp to the current province of your leader.
Perfect.
If you already have a legionnaire there, you cannot.
Okay.
You score the victory points on the province you moved it to. Is that what you did?
I just moved my leader. I just wanted a clarification.
Ah.
Let's do. One, 2, 3, and 4. Take this action. Snag that guy right there. Your turn, Mike. Oh, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and another one. More food.
Double food and a flame.
Okay. What I'm doing next? Okay.
I'm going to move 5. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Minute action.
You guys are moving your time on.
3. Did you move me 5?
Oh, yeah.
I'm also going to move 5. And doing a Trajan action, so this will go next available.
Mm-hmm.
And what do I want? White, 2 blues. I don't see that quite color combination there.
Mike, when you complete these and then go here, do they stay for the rest of the game or they stay
Yep.
until the end of the year? Okay.
Permanent.
But you can't get more than one of these here, can you?
That's a white blue.
Yeah. You see it?
There you go.
Yeah. It's just trying to get something to trigger.
Right.
Fill her up.
I am going to military action because that was 1. And I needed more food, so that's my military action.
All the way to the Brits.
And that's me done.
You guys been moving the time tracker?
Yeah, you only went 1 this time.
Yeah, there's going to be the. Considering the moving a 1 or a 2.
Yeah, there's a 2 coming up for me if I get.
So something of that nature. It's kind of
3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I get to do another one of these. 5 more, please, John.
over to moi, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's kind of. I'm going to do that. So, it doesn't matter which one I do. So I'm going to end up in that
I'm
action.
still
It's
doing
only a
this
matter
like
of
3
which
times.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, it's not that quick. I mean, it's going quick because now we know what the heck we're doing. But yeah, it doesn't game over like that.
Wow, that's kind of interesting.
I like it.
So-
It just took a while for me to go. What?
Oh,
But
let's see what you should do
oh yeah, me too. Yeah, we'll go for that. Yeah,
for the 9.
yeah. I mean,
I'm going to move 2.
oh, I can't get to the 9 yet.
Okay,
It's
move that
over.
yellow over 1. We have 2
I
on.
understand. It's not over
No,
until I
this
get
is-
done with my round.
no.
Oh, I'm talking that one. The 9.
But I can't get to it right now.
Move that over.
Oh,
1.
move the one for 9
Because you have the
points.
colors in it.
Yeah, or I could just right now score the 3 and get 2 cards and go for more of this later.
This is true.
I think the
Alright,
9's
So
good.
at
where
end
it
of
is.
the
That's the
quarter,
end of the quarter.
And yeah,
Lose points for rehab.
I have all the things.
I have none of the things, so 15 points for me.
Ooh, that's a
Alright.
pretty.
-4 for me.
You're down to 5.
That's
Josh,
a
how
bummer.
many do you lose?
I'm losing 9. I got 1 of the 3.
much I can do about it.
I'm burning these two off.
If they go away,
Yeah.
They will. Okay, let's.
when
End of the quarter year. Meet the demands. To meet, you must spend. Okay, you can meet the demands with Trajan tiles, showing a matching demand icon, which those will be up here.
If it's not spent, do you still lose the resource anyway?
I don't think so.
That's
Hold on a
it.
Hold on, he's
second.
reading it right now.
I don't
So you
think
meet the demand. They also meet all forum tiles spent to meet the demands are removed from the game later. The Trajan tiles stay on there.
Mhm.
You cannot meet the demands, you get the minuses. Okay. Then elect council. Count up the number of votes.
I get +5.
The number of votes shown by their space on the Senate track.
Yeah, I get +5.
The vote shown the Senate track shown on any forum tiles on your player mat.
So you got 5. He's got,
But I'm on top.
but that's you're
But
not.
that
on
would
top.
put me on top of you
Correct.
because you were there first.
Player with the most votes is appointed council. They choose 1 or 2 bonus tiles. So that's the second most tile. They take the other bonus tile and place the tile in front of them, gray side up. Doesn't show it moving the break a tie for votes in favor of the player whose disc is higher on the Senate track. That's him.
But
The
I
disc is higher on the Senate track.
You
get
can
5
spend that to
votes.
get 5 votes.
You get 5 votes. Doesn't matter. That's not where your disc is. You don't move your disc.
because
Okay.
you don't get those victory points too, right? You get 5 votes, so you
break
spend
a
that.
tie for votes in favor of the player whose disc is higher on the Senate track.
Okay.
If you don't spend that right now, Mike gets.
Do you get to choose which one you get?
Yeah, I get to choose one, and then you get to take the other one at gray side.
Counts up the number of votes in the Senate as follows. The votes shown
Or
on
you
any
also don't
forum
have to use it.
tiles. They're not a if. It is
Okay.
5 votes.
Is that going now?
I haven't got that far. That is 5 votes.
Sure.
But his disc is higher, so he
Understood.
wins the tie.
So my disc just doesn't move. Okay.
Yeah, you haven't moved your disc at all. It's disc. Then remove all discs from the Senate track, stack them in their start space in order of the votes. That's not correct. He's second.
Oh, in order of votes. Okay.
You're
Votes.
first, I'm second.
Got it.
Remove tiles. Remove the following tiles. All forum tiles showing demands on player mats that were spent.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so I keep them.
Spent.
As that goes. Yes.
I haven't got that far yet. All forum tiles showing votes
There you
on
go.
player
Now that
mats,
goes away.
whether they were used or not.
So the votes
Go away.
you burn them. You have to burn them.
All forum tiles and extra action tiles on the forum.
So those go.
Oh, these go away.
Yeah, all those.
All face-up demand tiles.
Thank God. You draw some entertainment for the
Do
level.
these ones go too?
All.
Oh,
I was asking because they're not green.
And extra
Oh,
action
but we'll do
tiles.
those ones. Okay.
Are we reapplying?
Refill. Flip the ship tokens back to their colored side.
I got this. I'm the Merchant King.
Randomly draw 2 bonus tiles from the bag. Place them in matching spaces on the Senate, yellow side up. Draw and place 1 forum tile in each province without a forum tile that has no military leaders or legionnaires.
Oh, not that one then.
Draw forum tiles to refill the green spaces of the forum as appropriate for your player count. Draw 3 extra action tiles, place them in the 3 yellow spaces of the forum. Remove the top quarter year tile from its stack.
Did that.
Next consecutive player goes.
Just jump.
Okay, so let's start off with something useful then. 1 and 2 and trigger this. So 3 victory points for me. Yay me. 1, 2, 3. And draw 2 cards. And then do a boat thing. Let's take these to port. We're gonna go over here. Where is it? 3 different ones
Yeah, those are all different.
for 6.
You can do 4.
Points.
You can do 4 different ones.
He only has 3 cards.
Only have they don't stay in play. It's what you play from your hand.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't play them a second time.
Did you move your thing for your what you got on the
My
boat?
victory points? No, that was 4.
6.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now let's hope I meet the demands of the people this time and not get completely over.
How many did you go around?
It was 2. 1, 2.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Move 2.
I'm going to move 2 as well. And boop. I'm going to gain a victory point. If you would please, Mike. And I'm going to take a boating action. I'm going to ship out these 2 lantern pot thingies or whatever for 6 more victory points.
This is you?
Yep. Your turn, Mike.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to move 1. And then I'm going to tile this. I need a 2.
That's right.
Four victory points. 4. I get a worker building type action, which is going right here. That's going here, which gets me a bonus action of this, which I get to do 2 turns in a row. So, what do I want?
4 for the victory. That's not you.
Oops. Interesting. I will. And is there a blue? No, there isn't.
This was a wild for what?
A building action.
A building.
Okay,
Interesting.
that was me.
This is a wild
Did these
for
go
what?
away at the end of the round?
That is a an extra turn.
Well, it didn't say remove those.
I didn't think so.
No, you're marking them because you only get the extra action once.
Okay.
Right. Can you move 2 on a time track, please?
But you can do another one of the same. You just don't get the extra action, except
Yeah.
the first time you put it there.
Going to trigger a military action for me. Go over here and claim this for myself.
When do you get to apply those?
I don't know.
The wild paths.
Wild construction substitute for any construction tile needed to complete a set during final scoring.
Oh, is that what it does? Okay. And then on
Well, yeah, because you're putting construction tiles here,
Josh, 1.
and if you're missing one, I guess a set of 5 gives you victory points. Oh, set of 4 with the same icon, because you pile them up as you gain them. You don't ever lose them, but you only gain the extra action once. And it says each set of 3 constructions with the same is 10 points. Each set of 4 is 20 points. Each bonus tile, see illustrations.
Where did you end?
So yeah, you get
Building.
for piling them up. You want to get the
Twice.
same kind.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm gonna do. I place 1, and then I get to.
And you can use that as a you get that one as a wild card. So if you were to get another one of those, just put it there. And it's a set of 3 worth 10 victory points. A set of 4, 20. Yeah, so it's a useful if you get more building actions. What am I trying to do?
What does this one do, Mike?
That's a wild commodity card. Substitute for any commodity card. Once used, it's removed from the game.
So I got to do a war action.
Used during the game or during final
Because
scoring.
Yeah, you want to gain 5 points.
Oh, that too.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and I lose that, but I gain that. Did I set myself up for failure?
We want 10 victory points or 5 points? I'm gonna get 10 victory points.
Interesting.
30.
Am I?
Yep, you were on 20, you got 10, so simple math.
Okay.
For who?
Me.
He moved his.
Simple for you?
Oh, I guess, yeah.
That's my turn.
Your turn.
Now I'm gonna move 2. I'm gonna go there and collect this guy. John, will you move the red one 4, please? Good, sir. I'm gonna put that on my worker guys. And then I get to do one of these things, and decisions. I don't know if I
Can
want to
you
meet
tell
the
me what the
people's
merchant
demands or if I
ship
want to
actions
take
were? Can you
bonus
drop
votes
cards?
for later.
Draw 2, discard 1.
Okay, so you can
Or
always
draw
them.
1.
Okay.
And when you're drawing, you can draw from the top of the discard. And if you
okay,
empty
yeah.
it, it fills 1.
Yep.
Draw 2, discard 1.
That
or
is one
draw
possible.
1.
Because I have nothing in my hand, so yeah. Why would you draw 1?
Well, then you can complete to get 2. Well, draw 1 doesn't no discard.
Yeah,
Well, draw 2, discard 1, or
that
draw
seems
1.
like a better option. Pick the
If
one
you
want.
want to put one face up for everybody else to get at.
It's your turn, Mike.
I have a question real quick. So the tiles here, do they go away when they're used?
No,
Either
Plus 2s don't, but these guys do.
They do. Okay.
if you use if you use your
So if you're able
extra
to get a worker
so
tile, they're gonna
theoretically,
get
if you
2
have
action.
both there, you can end up with
You
4
can
of
just
those in
place
a
one and
row.
place one.
They were talking about. So, yeah, it is. Okay,
I
my
think
turn.
you're up, Mike.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so where was I?
I don't know.
Something about drawing a card.
No, that was
No,
me. That
I was answering his question while everybody was doing something. Yeah. Anyway, I think what I was about to do. Oh yes. So I'm going to move 4.
4 on the track. 1, please.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I'm here.
Yep. So you get to do a
Senate action.
2 victory points for you. You are blue.
I am blue, yes.
Okay. So I'm going to go over here. 1 on the time track.
Yep.
And draw 2, discard 1. Otherwise, my choices are draw 1 and keep it, or
Ship or
Ship.
play stuff.
okay. Well, I can't. But it's 1 action. Okay.
Yeah, discard 1, right?
Oh yeah. There's a lot more commodities than I thought.
Force John.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's gonna hurt.
Equals demand number 1.
Alright, I get 2. I get 2 workers. And Senate. Please. That's another 2, right?
Yep.
My next turn is gonna be pretty it's gonna turn the wheel a lot.
My turn. My turn.
Yeah.
On move 1. I'm gonna take a 2 on that.
Was that our first time around? Or do we need another demand?
No, it's the first one.
Okay.
So I'm going to take.
Again, what a demand I can't meet.
Yeah.
Come on, John, feed the people.
I don't want to feed the people. I want to entertain them. You're feeding the people.
Protect that guy there.
I'm gonna get to feed the people. Actually, move that, score that, do that, pick up a food. There's enough food to go around. Yeah, it's either that or political, but.
Alright, that's my turn.
Yes. I'm not particularly happy about this. There goes 3. 1, 2, 3. Activate that tile.
5 victory points.
Yes, please. I got another Legionnaire showing up there for some stupid reason.
Well, if you move your leader, you can start scoring points. That's the best I can tell you.
And then I get a boat action, which draw 2, discard 1. Let's see what I've got here.
Okay, so advance the timer by 1. Trigger this for 9 victory points.
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then pick me a food so I don't get screwed again on the. Thank you. On the meeting demands of the people. And this goes away.
Food.
It's like food.
Well, you didn't feed him last time, John. So extra money.
Oh, they need to come to the surface. So forget about it.
6.
See, he's shipping all the food to somewhere else.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And a Senate action for me, please.
Green. 3 more on the track.
Sorry, I didn't pay attention.
Didn't have to. It's me, I guess.
I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 3. Land on the worker. I'm going to move one of my guys. There. It's on my door. I don't really care about that. What's this thing again? Mike?
Those are free extra turn things.
I kind of like that.
Wow, for an extra turn thing.
Let's start. Yeah, it's right. John, you move the red one 4, please. On the. Sorry, I got it. And then I'm going to move a head guy over here for an extra one of those guys. Sorry, I'm not going to connect a guy over. Here's your mic.
I'm going. Did you?
Yeah,
I'm doing 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5. Ending up in the worker department.
Don't have any workers, you gotta place one.
Yeah.
I also do 5. Off this white over here.
Loaves of bread.
So I'll take another bread since I'm.
Is that where you landed?
Oh no! I ended up here. Sorry. So I take 2 of these for now and figure out which one I want to discard.
When you draw, Mike, you
Actually,
can draw from the discard pile,
discard.
right?
Correct. Face up. Top of the discard pile.
Eat this one.
Does this only count once? Like, can I get another door and just...
You can pile it up on top, but you don't get the extra.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the end of the game, apparently we have 3
Sets of 3 or 4 of a kind.
Give you
Count your extra victory points.
Alright, I'm gonna double worker action because I got the thing. I'm gonna get the roof tiles for 5.
You have to place them orthogonally next to your guys,
Correct.
which means you cheated earlier.
Yes, you did. They must be adjacent,
Yeah.
vertical or horizontal.
You could fix it by putting it right there.
I mean, you wanted a door, right? And you can get
No,
yourself
I
the
didn't
roof.
want a door. I only wanted a door if it gave me an extra thingy.
I'm saying that you can take that door and you can take the roof to get your extra.
Correct.
You wanted a roof.
It's not worth as many points, but it's worth points.
Well, since I buggered it up, do we just want me to take the
Well,
door?
that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's not watching him.
I didn't know you were supposed to watch.
Well,
Keep an eye on Sterling. Watch him.
Alright.
You can go this way from that guy if you want the roof.
Wait, I don't want to watch him, you watch him.
You watch him.
No.
How many points did you get?
3, 6.
What? Look at you.
And then I get another. I get a boat action.
You're on a boat, yo.
I'm gonna not, and I'm just gonna gain 10 for 4 different things.
No, it's pairs of different things.
those are pairs
Yeah.
that don't match.
Yeah.
Singles of a
You can get 15. No, it's all equals. You can
Those are
get
equal.
5 for
5 for
things.
doing 4 individuals.
Fire, that's fine. 5.
Armor.
You get another one too.
Oh, I get 3 for that. Does that apply now?
No, it's
No.
at the end.
Okay.
Bonus tiles come at the end of the game.
You're up, Josh.
Okay.
Like I said, it actually goes quick once you start. I mean, I don't know that I'm actually cogitating the way I'm supposed to, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm just
I could do
doing what I can.
Yeah, me too.
So I'll do 5.
Which isn't
1,
much.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Not currently, you're right.
Yellow, and a blue. I get a boat action. I'm going to draw 2 cards. I'm going to take the pots there off the top.
They're both pots. Oh, no, they're
But
not.
you have to discard
No,
one.
the other one's wheat. And then I'm going to take take a top one. Okay, look at that. And I'll put this nasty fish over there on top of that wheat.
Nasty fish.
Yeah.
Get you made, come on.
Would that be it for you?
Yeah, that's one more turn.
I'm moving to.
Where you are over here?
Oh,
Yeah, you just drop one over there.
drop one there. Over here.
Focus on that.
Yep. 1 victory point on the blue.
And
And I
permanent.
do one of these.
Lots of bread, Mikey. Lots and lots of bread.
Yeah, I see that. I'm gonna definitely have to take a bread.
Bless you, sir. Bless.
Saves me 6 victory points.
And I will do. Yeah, no kidding.
Immediately.
Uh,
So
4.
yeah, 4 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll be a Trajan action. I would like some bread, please.
That's not Trajan, that's
Form.
but you.
Yes. Yes. I, do
Okay,
want,
tomato.
I still want some bread.
Okay, so I'm
Because that's 9 victory points. I don't want to lose.
gonna do the same thing.
well, there went the bread.
Right?
Mhm.
What a bunch of jerks.
Oh, when the guy had all fulfillments taken
No, that
care
was
of.
him.
Okay, fine.
I lost 9 points last turn.
I lost 15. Don't want to hear it. Not happening again.
I'm gonna laugh when the third one's bird again.
That's fine. I'll lose
The
3.
worst.
I mean, 4. Sorry.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, and 3.
I'll laugh as it's entertainment.
And then I'm gonna take one of these actions. You guys took all the good stuff.
Aww. Aww. Aww.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this and stuff. Your turn, Mike.
Do I have to?
No, John, your turn.
That's cool.
It's not advance that track any further.
Oh, no, wait. The rules did say it's mandatory. You have to move your things.
I know. I need some more tiles out
Yeah,
there.
me too, so there you go.
I better go get one.
So 1 for Mike, 1 time over.
1.
Yep.
And I need to get a Trajan action. Something in the forum. What colors are automatically going to be met? Anything? No.
It never works out that. I was all stressed out because I was like, oh, I didn't plan it right. Then I was like, eh.
Yeah.
That's a permanent right. That's kind of nice.
I already have one orange there, so it's at least partial.
Yep.
I can do it next turn.
Half sometimes is all you ask for. Okay, I'm just gonna move. Sure, let's do 2. 1, 2. Therefore, fulfilling this one. So 5 victory points for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this means move 1 guy from here to here, right?
Mm-hmm. And the work out.
And then I'm going to do a military action and bring some peace to this god-forsaken land up north by putting a legionnaire here for 6 victory points.
Why did you put somebody else's legion?
Because I'm
Because he's
colorblind.
colorblind.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How's that?
Okay.
Actually, the problem with some of these meeples, the way they're washed, it's really not that great of a setup for me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
This gets discarded. Yeah, I did everything on it. And now I'm completely devoid of tiles. Which is,
Oh, that sucks.
it's, when am I going to leave it?
Well, it's an action. You just pick your actions, and you have
3.
to go figure out how to get to the
Oh, it's
Trajan
yeah.
action.
The perma bread.
That's not gonna do it. 1, 2. That's not gonna. I gotta get here. Yeah, it's not anytime
Yep.
soon. Yeah.
And that's my turn.
And we're coming up. Yeah, so that's another problem.
Hey, look at that! Circus! Finally!
Yeah, that hit my permanent. So
That's nice.
Yay. Oh, you have both? You have all 3 of them now.
I do, thank God. I get to keep my lead.
I got two of them again. Getting another bread is probably impossible. Yep, pretty much don't see one out here. Unless somebody exposes.
I'm gonna go here for 1. 4 for the red one, please. I'm gonna put this on the same guy for double some actions. These only apply when you land here. They don't apply for extra ones, right?
They only, yeah, whenever you take an extra action, you get 2 extra actions. You have to be eligible for the extra action in the first place. Whether it's this extra action or whether it's this extra action. Which usually means you've taken I think you have to have taken the action in the first place. Because you don't get an extra military action unless you've got a military action in the first place.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. So these don't work until you take that, until you get that action.
To you, sir.
Over to me, yes. 2. 1, 2. Activate this guy. 5 for blue. And a
2 said.
2, yes. A worker goes to the
Farm.
to become a builder, and I take a Trajan action. So what do I want where I've got all kinds of colors?
It's actually going to go over that one, right? It goes
Oh
on.
yeah, it's going to go in that one.
Yeah, you got nothing.
I don't want that. So
You got some pink and you're missing yellow.
that's worth 4. If I get a double yellow, those double colors don't seem to be really spiffy to go chase at this point.
Alright. Advance 2 for me on the timer, please. And 1, 2. We're gonna go boating 2 different ones for 4 victory points. Look at all the merchandise I've shipped. 2, 3. And I do 'em.
How did that one end up? Somebody didn't sort them properly.
Hmm?
What do you mean?
How do you figure?
These are 2s, those are 5s.
Oh, okay. It was
Yeah, it
they
did.
said by okay. I thought they were sorted by icon. Which icon were they referring to then?
Wow. Okay.
6.
Okay, Turbo.
Yeah, I think you're right, Mike.
You know, they're supposed to be sorted by icon.
It's supposed to be
The
those
1 or 2
guys,
workers or 1 or 2 military in each
those
stack.
guys.
Alright, fixed.
I'd like to.
By a vow.
I'm sorry. What are my 4 options with the boats?
Draw 2, keep 1, discard 1. Draw 1, keep it. Ship.
I can't share.
And
Okay.
play
Or
2,
play
1 or
whatever,
2
yeah.
and refill your hand that
You can
many.
either draw or you can draw 2 and discard 1.
Oh, you have 0 in your hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Draw
you can
2,
draw
discard
2,
1, or
discard
draw
1.
1.
How many
I'll
did you
just
move around the
take
track?
6. And that's me.
I can spin this whenever I want, right?
Hmm?
Extra token?
You can during the game or at the end for filling in a blank.
No, I'm gonna use it now. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get double work actions. I'm gonna make it 3 work actions.
Doesn't that just take the spot? Or
1,
does it
2,
get
3,
consumed?
4, 5. It gets
What are you
consumed.
doing? Why are you advancing a time track?
Because I just went 5 around the board.
Oh, I thought you already did that.
No, I did 6 for him because I didn't get time. So I'm gonna do 1 to put a guy there. I'm gonna do 2 to take the rooftop. Advance me 5, please. Gives me one of these actions. I'm gonna take this guy again. And then I'm gonna move my last worker to the steps, I guess. That gives me 3 more, please. And I get to take one of these guys. Your turn, Mike.
Horrible action possibilities.
He's either ending it or John's ending it. I'm good.
Well, he's gonna lose
I got
4
I got
points.
Permanent. Yeah, I'm gonna lose 4.
Yeah.
But I can't get any more bread right now.
Yeah, there's no more getting any more bread.
I was going to take that one, but somebody else got there first, so.
Oh, this.
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of action do I want? Oh, that would be kind of useful. So why don't we do that? Going for 1, 2, 3, 4. And getting a military action. One of my legionnaires to the 5 victory point where my leader is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's at least something.
Yeah.
Would I have tainted or what?
At the end of the round.
All right.
That's all that's for the
So
end.
I'm gonna go 7.
It's actually over. Mike finished it.
Wait, yeah. Is it where I ended? You don't stop there. You go as far.
Okay, you went there then. It was,
You
it was
continue
1, 2, 3,
all
4.
the way. You don't stop.
Right, 4.
Okay.
That's our
So we finished the year. We have
Yeah.
another year coming up, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
we lose points based on this.
So what's the sequence for end of year since we don't?
Pay the demand.
Okay.
Lose 4.
So what do we got? 2 and 1. Paid. I lose none.
Mike, what do you
Minus
lose?
4. Okay, pay the demand. Elect council and vice council.
I have
Number
9.
I have 2. Did you have?
You're
I'm
blue,
sorry, I
I'm
have 7.
green.
You have 3.
Yeah, so I'm number 2.
You're 3, and you're 2. And you have 7. Yeah.
So he's first, I'm second.
Correct. Once
This one
again.
again.
Oh, yeah, got with him half points.
Huh?
Everybody's green things that you paid for stuff with.
I
And
already
then,
did.
okay, so you were the most. You end up on top. All the forum tiles.
Oh, yeah. Actually, use quite a few. of those this
2.
time.
Draw 2 bonus tiles. Put them back in the Senate area.
Three points for any card.
For easy that you have at the end.
Oh, not you,
So
hopefully.
for popular in the Senate.
And then this is 2 for every guy you have, I'm assuming, on the thing.
Where?
On any place.
Friends.
Okay. Fix the brand, fix the brand.
I go.
No, I do. Oh no, I
Didn't
you
you
do.
finish?
Yes, you do.
I was like, wait a minute.
Well, I thought he went, but that's and remove
Oh, yeah.
your 2.
Let's move this 7.
7.
Zoomity zoomity. Zoom 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 zoomity.
Move me on the political, please.
2
So,
points.
2 points.
I'm going 4.
4 for him.
Yeah.
No, boat. Let's pile on the stinkfish.
Okay, no stinkfish. Yuck, yuck.
Stinkfish. Stinkfish alert. We're not
Oh, from the boats. Yeah. Oh, and
Oh, isn't that cute?
4 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, before I do this. No, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 on the track, please. Take another +2. We'll do it on. Oh, I guess. And I get to take 2 of the Senate actions. So I get 5 more, please. Your turn, Mike.
7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The people demand fire.
2 day.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Worker going there.
5 points.
Yes. And a military action. What's my leader adjacent to?
you can go here and grab
Yes.
the commodity.
going to do 2, 1, 2 for a military action. And we're going to move this lead over here since the people demand holy sacrifices. We shall give them holy sacrifices.
4 for me.
2 for John. 2, 3, 4 for Sterling.
That claims my bread. And claim this random resource. For that.
I think those are everything down there. So you can use it maybe too. Alright, my turn again. I think I like that idea. Pink and double boats. We can do 2 boats. I'm gonna start by drawing 2, please.
Wait. You get double votes when you use an extra action.
Not when I land on it.
What's
Okay.
that?
You have
I'll
to
just do
spend
one
an
vote,
action
though.
token. If you did it that
This
way
is
before,
Not when I land here.
No,
Okay.
that's
you
when
spend-
you use one of these tokens.
all of those.
Or you
is
get
when use
that.
one of those
Okay.
tokens.
Well, or you get this.
Yeah,
You have to have gotten one extra action in order to get a second.
Okay.
And you can't get an extra action unless you use that action to start with.
Okay. So
Or it, you have to be eligible for the extra action.
I'm gonna do
is either triggered by that,
Which I don't know if you
4
did it
different
correctly the last time you did
resources.
double votes, but that's exactly how it works.
How many?
8, please. What is a bonus tile? Oh. I see. So. Oh, so that's not going to help me in this life, so I need to use that.
Can leaders occupy the same zone in the war area?
As far as I know.
Oh, did we fill back up the spots with
Yeah.
the leaders and such?
Yeah.
Bleep, 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 bleep. Bleep, bleep.
It's Mike's turn. He's gonna check on that.
Doesn't say anything about.
I don't see why not. I mean, if you go there and somebody took the thing already,
You get nothing for it.
But if you're trying to draw a legionnaire there to get into points, there's also probably no
You
limit.
cannot get points for where a legionnaire is already at. So you can block points by leaving your legionnaire there.
Interesting.
That's why getting a whole bunch of legionnaires out there stops people from getting points. All right, where was it? Me?
Yep.
Yikes! Disrupted my memory again. That's what I was thinking. What the hell was I going to do?
Something, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm going 1, 2. 4 victory points, please. And a +2 marker.
I did tell her.
And I'm getting a worker action, right? Oh, I already did that one. Okay, so fountain gets me a boat, and or door gets me a set it action. Okay, well, I think I'll take the victory points. 4. And I get a bonus boat action for all the good that does me. I'll draw 2 of this card. Anything worth looking at here? Oh, well, maybe.
You good?
That's it.
Three done.
3, and then move me up on the track over there, and that's 3 more victory points.
Yep.
Three sterling.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to move my little red dude to where my guy is for 6 points.
6 points for him.
Is 6 chairs enough for you, or do you need more?
Over to moi, you
Yep.
say. You say that, but you don't mean it. I had this figured out. What was it? No. Yeah. Let's do 3. 1,
Requirement.
2,
More fire.
3.
More fire. Man, and did no fire on the board.
Nope.
No fire.
There was like 10 of them in the first round.
They, 4 victory points for Mike.
4 victory points and a forum action. Is that what that
Yeah,
is?
unfortunately, there's no
No,
fire.
no, that's not a forum. That's this guy
Yeah.
right here.
That is a 4, not a Trajan. Okay, so now if he lands on a builder, he's going to get that.
Yep. 4
Almost.
builder actions.
Can you advance me 4?
How 4?
I get an extra, or no, not 4. 3.
So I'm gonna do a builder action also. What's my color?
If
know I got some
I-
people here.
You can go there.
Oh, there isn't a
What's my
builder action
color?
over here.
Oh, you're brown.
If it turns out
Oh,
that
those
was,
are yours.
I have a ton of workers. So,
potentially it could be 4, but
Okay.
it's not.
so 2 victory points
Because
for
builder
me,
action doesn't get you a builder action.
He's on top of you.
and then I'm also going to call my legionnaire from here to
Wait,
over
how you
here.
doing? It's the action for the thing you just grabbed.
This gives me a military action, so that's 10 victory points for me, please.
He's here.
Nope. Hell no.
4?
Not just no, but hell no. For you.
You didn't have any turn?
Hmm?
Even 4?
4. And I'm going to do something very similar and get 10.
You're all, now you're on top of time. Dork.
Easy there, buddy. Easy.
Alright, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to get 4 more points.
I'm a big old goof, I know it.
And let's do double actions on army stuff, I guess. And then I get another one of these guys. I don't like any of my choices.
Deal with it.
There's your mic.
4.
Oh, that's a helmet. So if it's more fire, I don't think I can get that.
So 3 victory points. 2 more victory points. Yeah, right.
Move me for 4, please.
3, and he put the third one in there. It's a helmet. Yay.
Yay. That's I'm saying yay also. You have a permanent helmet too. Huh?
Yeah, I don't know how to
And
get
I will
fired.
take a helmet then, if you don't mind. Thank you.
Yeah, I see a big -9 coming in my future here. Because there's no fire available, is there? And no wild card.
Oh, I took the only one.
Your turn, Sterling.
You are a BH. Oh, did I say that?
You kind of implied it.
How many?
4.
That's all right.
Builder action.
The guy over there?
This will talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 2. I'm gonna take this.
Mm-hmm.
Over to moi, you say. 1, 2.
2.
Extra action. So I get 3 builder actions. First one's going to be place a worker, because I'm going to be short on workers. The next one's going to be
Build the door.
build a door, which will build a Senate action.
2 points.
Boink. And
3 more.
3 more.
3.
And then the next one will be what needs to stack. Either one does
His
good.
door was worth 4.
I will take the door.
His door was worth 4, not 2.
It was.
Oh.
And 2 more for this
I already
door.
took care of it.
Okay.
2 more for this door.
All right.
Oh,
move
another 2.
4.
apparently.
That's what I was saying.
There's another.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, oops, wrong one. Never you mind.
1, 2, 3, 4. Time doesn't go backwards.
No bueno then.
It's no bueno. It's no bueno, not good.
1, 2, and I will take that extra political action. I did it wrong. So that's the one. No, the extra political.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Thank you.
How many?
2.
And then another 1 for me for a builder action. To place this.
Things are good. Oh, I have no Trajan tiles. That's not good. So,
Gonna build a roof or stairs? Or fountain? You need to do a what? Oh, the door thing.
Okay. I don't know if you'll get there, but
Goes where
Probably
the
not.
door is.
It goes where the door was.
Oh, okay, you
Yeah.
did the door already.
correct.
We'll do 4. 1.
That. Pick yourself a tile.
Yeah. I think I'll try for this guy and see what happens.
Over to moi.
Yep.
1.
Did you move your 4?
Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4 for me, 1 for Mike.
Yep, boat action. Wild card, 3 of a kind. 12
Oh,
victory points, please.
Blue. 5, 10, 11, 12.
Very nice. And I'm gonna make this super simple for another 3. 1, 2, 3. Double political, so that's a total of 9 victory points for me.
Yep. 5.
1, 2, 3.
That would be game, I believe.
Not game, it's
And
only the third one.
Oh, how many years do we have?
One more.
4 quarters.
Oh, okay.
One
So
more.
I was thinking this was the last one.
Nope.
All right. I'm thinking wrong then.
That's it done for this one, though, right?
Yes, we are now going to do quarterly deals.
So I lose 9.
So do I.
5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I can fulfill 2,
I lost
so
4.
I lose 4.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4.
you lose 4.
I was thinking we were over, but okay.
Nope.
1 more.
Sounds good to me. I could show you
Okay,
some
so that
Trajan
was
tiles then.
so that was that. Senate votes.
I have 5.
I have 3.
I have 5,
Yep.
and I'm ahead on the which one?
You're ahead on the track. So which one of these two would you like?
I will take
you.
the 3 one because I don't have that many guys out here. So
And then
you get half of the other ones
you're on top, so you stay on top.
since you have more.
Oh, I have less.
The other way.
I have bleeding there. Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, that's
Need
nice.
your purple thing, please.
Yep.
And who closed this one off? Was it you, Mike? Or was it me?
Sterling just finished. His
Okay,
turn.
so you go
Mine.
first.
I get to look at all the goodies. Do we have any to fill up there? Or is everybody
don't
on
know.
stuff?
They only refill if the leader's on it, right? Because we can fill 3 up right now. 4, or otherwise.
No leaders or legionnaires.
Oh, so no where refills.
All right.
I'm gonna continue what I was gonna do from last turn. 1, 2, and I'm gonna get a triple Senate action. 1, 2, 3, so 4, 7, 9 more points.
You were
Did
55.
you
right
put
here.
2 more out?
Already not. Last 2.
Yuck. 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 I say yuck. Does that count as yuck? Does, doesn't it? That, I don't want that either. Ay, 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 ay. I don't want that action. Don't want that. Don't want any of those. I want that action. Arrgh. Well, since you are largely useless there, let's speed up the game a little bit and go 5. Just for fun. Just because I said so. Three, 4, 5. I get a builder action. Oh boy. That looks like that one. 2 points, please. Two, 3, 4.
to do one of those.
Dice will start here and go down to here.
6. And I ended up on a boat action, which are my favorite. I'm just going to claim 4 from the mismatch boat. And that's my turn.
I'm gonna go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to add food? I'm gonna do the pink there, yellow there, and 2 knocks spell. And I'm gonna send action. Hi, Mike.
Yeah.
What's that wild card over here again?
Resources.
Yeah, random resource.
1. Next.
Move it by 1. We're gonna do this action twice. We're gonna get the random resource. And this one. Do this one.
I claim this. I gotta put out a builder. I get 5. And I get a boat action, so I'm going to draw 2, please.
Discard 1. Where do you want it?
The paper. Everybody gets stinky fish.
I'm gonna go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Orange there, yellow there, white one there, and stop here. And I guess we'll go ahead and meet the people's demands for food.
And the only food there. I see. Thanks a
No,
lot.
there's another food there.
Oh, there is. Okay. So over to me. Yep.
Mhm.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mike's looking to take all the resources. No, it wasn't points.
Yeah, it's all points. Fill this thing up with points. There's nothing else going on in my world. Go around the circle, get points. Go around the circle, get points.
Yeah, that's all I got going on too. Not like anything special there.
So we'll see if it works out. Who knows? It's going to work out real quick the first time.
1, 2, 3. That's wrong. 4. Okay.
I need
So military action.
4, John?
Yeah, 4. I'm gonna go over there. It's an extra boat. Military action. I went there. That's all I got.
2 for me. And I claim my 9.
People demand an army.
Nine.
No, they didn't learn circus. That is different.
I'm happy to see that.
Me too.
And let's get a soldier.
Save me 6 points.
And that's me.
I don't know that I'll get anything else, but we'll see. You never know. Possible.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's be a jerk.
Why wouldn't you grab? Oh, because you already have a farm.
Well, he's stealing the.
Yeah. No, I get what he's doing. But
Yeah, well, why not? Are you done?
I think he's done.
Yeah, I answered your mic, sorry.
Alright. Let's do. Actually, yeah, let's do 2.
You already moved it for yourself, I believe.
I moved you.
I'm doing
'Cause
2.
You finished it. So.
Then I'm getting the forum action, which we don't know what else is coming, do we?
Mm-mm.
Let's put that there.
Interesting.
Just in case that will do me any good. Don't think it will,
1,
but
2, 3, 4, 5, and I keep screwing this up. 6. Okay. So I will take one of those circus entertainment things so that we don't have an issue with
No.
meeting the crowd's demands.
wow, that's
5.
a huge decision to make, isn't it? 2, 3, 4, 5.
And I'll get military.
No, I don't.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And further my position on the Senate.
Time track.
Oh, yes, thank you. 1, 2, 3. And the people demand more army.
More circus.
Circus. Over to me, huh? Now let's see if this is going to. Yes.
It is gladiatorial combat.
Oh, okay.
It's a trident. That is a retiari.
We're out here doing
He has
this.
a trident in
I'm
one
assuming
hand
they want more.
and a fishnet in the other one.
Well, since I started this thing, I might as well finish it and see if it works out. 1. And I will take 3 actions. 1, 2, 3.
All right. 1,
Let's
2.
see if I make anything out of that. It's a little late in
grab
the
me a
game for that. But
legionnaire because I don't have any over there.
You don't have any in the field now?
Yep. Okay.
Or in the war
There we
camp.
go. No, it's fine.
I'm going to go 1,
You went 2, John?
I went 2.
and I'm going to grab that because I have it there, and now I don't have to worry about losing points.
I'm gonna go 2. Complete this. Get 2. Put 2 more guys out in the area. And then take a work action and put another guy over here.
over to me. 3.
Yep.
3, 3, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. Worker. Don't have any workers.
Good.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Bring that Legionnaire over here for 6 points.
Oh, I can do that. Yes, I can. 1, 2. No, I can't.
See, help you.
Yeah, I can. 1, 2, 3. Oh my Jesus!
What are you doing, man?
I don't know anymore.
I'm noticing.
4.
Oh,
Well,
things went wonky. I ended it for him. I'm gonna take the double form and use it. I can do that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, turn.
he's taking a forum turn. Yeah.
Because I ended on form.
Grab another one.
I just get one more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you have a +2 on your forum thing.
I don't.
How many? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yay, I get one more turn.
And further my political career.
I'm going to move 1 and get 9 victory points. That goes in the box.
That's me.
Oh.
And I get a boat action, which
Oh, he's on the boat.
3 that don't match gives me 3 more victory points.
No, it doesn't,
It doesn't flip back.
Yeah, it does. You flip it every time you do it.
No, it stays gray for the rest of its round.
Okay.
It doesn't matter at the end of the game.
Well, it does, because I'm taking a bolt action next.
You don't get a go.
It's
He
over.
took the last turn.
That was about, yeah, that was the last turn.
So people's demands.
Completely dead.
2. So -4 for me.
1, 2, 3, 4. You're
Nine.
good.
-9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I did 2 to 3, so 4 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And spend the resources, tiles. Spend.
What's next now? Oh, sure.
Senate.
Does it matter? It was a wild. This is the wild card.
It does because you don't
No, wrong one.
because you leave the ones there that you didn't spend for end of game use.
Political stuff. Me first.
Yep.
And then no one else. Or did someone else get votes anyway?
You guys are all tied.
No.
It'll be John. How's this one work?
1 times if you have one of those
If I had a fire, I don't.
for 1 time, and I
I'm gonna grab the pen. That's
got
awesome.
one.
How many fire?
John has any fire, so you can have that one.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Is that it?
All right.
Now we tally
So
everything.
get
up.
rid of the tiles that you spent and your voting tiles for voting if you voted. And end of the game.
2.
Each commodity card in hand.
In hand?
Well, yeah, I guess that's what it says. I would have thought it would have been tableau,
You
but
got 1. He's got 1.
1 victory point. That doesn't seem in hand.
Okay.
Hey,
No,
I'm
that's
reading-
fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm guessing I scored more points by turning these in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's like 2, you got 6 rather than 2 points.
Well, the ones in hand don't score off the bonus tiles if there's any reason to score because you do for the resources
So-
you've got faced up. They
Oh, that's true too.
Go in the garbage. That's what I'm reading right now.
Well, no, you get 3 for each of the ones.
He said the ones in hand.
no, the ones in your
No, you
tableau
Okay. All right.
score on the
All
victory.
right, fine.
And if you have a wild card, you can turn it into one of these, which scores on the one of them.
You're getting 15
I was
points
reading
for
that
some
earlier, and I couldn't figure it out. And then where's the commodity card thing? Oh, that was on the ship action, wasn't it? Refill hand, number of cards. Six possible actions. Yeah, it doesn't say. It ends up in your tableau, and it doesn't say for every card in your tableau. So, each worker in the worker camp.
Oh, really?
How many points?
1.
So that's 3 points for me.
2. You only have 2 on the camp.
Oh.
Each
Did you get my
legionnaire in the military camp. 1.
2, 3 for Mike. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, here's one that I didn't even read
Did you
that
get my one
much.
for the worker?
Each Trajan tile on the action circle.
Oh.
4.
1 for
I didn't
Wow.
even know that was coming, but that's
It's 2 victory points.
it's 1 victory point each. I have 4.
None for us.
Yeah, the last
Okay,
round I'm like, I'm not
so-
gonna get any of these.
Each set of 3 construction tiles with the same icon, and you have a wild card. You can't create one.
It was pointless. I
Okay.
should have never taken
Each
that.
set of 4.
No.
Each bonus tile, see illustrations. After winners the most with victory points. Okay, so bonus tiles.
These.
You got to count your victory points up for your bonus tiles. You get 9.
Oh, these. Okay, so 3,
I have 15.
4,
So
5, 6, 7.
is this per combination of column plus bear, or
13
per
for me.
card?
Okay,
1 second.
so the resource ones gain. Well, no, the singles are gain 9 if you have at least 1 forum tile that's shown with a demand icon. Right. Okay, so I have 1. All right, okay, so.
I'm gonna go return the rest of that thing.
Oh, Trajan tile does not meet the. Should have read that because I was counting on
So
that
you
all
don't
along.
get that then.
I don't get the 9. Only forum tiles, and that's why it's green.
Okay.
You have to have a leftover helmet.
So John gets
In my
6.
case.
You get 3 for each of your gold
Okay,
guys.
so now the resource ones
Is it just the gold or the tiles period?
gain 3 victory
I'm assuming
points.
it's a gold tile because it's a gold tile.
Could you
Yeah.
let him read it?
He's moving on to something else. We haven't even scored all his stuff. For the gold one that he has, is it for each of the gold or each of the
I
tiles?
haven't
he
got to that yet.
has? You were just talking about these.
No, I'm talking about the gain 3 victory points for each of the commodity cards in your personal tableau for those.
Okay. 3. The question was,
That's not next.
is it combinations? Is a plus sign? It shows this plus this. I don't know if it's combination that gets
You
me.
get both. 3 for each of these and 3 for each of these.
Why do I get 9?
Because you have
3,
3.
6, 9. Yes, you're right.
Okay, the meeple symbol one gain 2 or 1 per legionnaire in a province,
2. I already.
or the 1 or 1/2 for workers on the construction site.
We already did that. Okay. I included it in my whole overall total.
And
Because
then for the yellow bonus tiles, it's either 3 per tile or 2 per tile.
If you flip it over, it's 2 for each gray.
so 6 for him, though.
Or-
Per each tile, or
For each bonus tile. You have 3 bonus
Okay,
tiles.
so
No.
6, 9 more. 9.
That's it.
Nothing bonus for extra resources, man.
nah, I don't know.
If you had a bonus tile,
Oh, I was just talking to him. Okay.
Yeah, like he didn't have one. Okay, so what's the point spread? Not that far apart from each
I'm
other.
at 100. He's at 92. You're at 88, and Mike is at 81.
So there's 9 points difference between first place and last place is what we're looking at.
no, 19.
8. Oh,
19.
Yeah.
81 to 100.
That's a bigger point spread than I.
Yeah, well, I didn't. It would have been 9 more, but I thought this
Yeah, gotcha.
fulfilled that, and it turns out it doesn't. It is
Sure.
actually, if you pay attention, it is having an extra green one after you
Yeah,
meet the
I mean,
demand.
Those are the first play, you
And I
know.
didn't even think. You know, I would have had to use it anyway because you must meet the demand and you lose the tile.
So you would have needed 2 of them out of the way.
Yeah, I would have had to have 2 helmets stacked up here because one's
Gotcha.
going away because you must meet demand.
You must. You couldn't
Must.
choose to keep it in order to score. Right?
No.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, that explains that.
Demand is a must meet. So, and yeah, you get to keep the extra ones. He got to keep his extra ones, but he didn't have this tile. If he had, it would have been 9 points.
I was
Sure.
assuming that's why I passed the fire one off to you.
Well, yeah. No, obviously, I wasn't gonna get a fire either. I mean, you
The
know,
only way we had a chance if you would have gotten this and completed it.
Well,
If
what
there
it
was
amounts
fire
to
one
is
up.
if somebody gets a lot of these and stacks them all up,
oh yeah, that's.
and if you want to go after these, but
Yeah.
you,
I mean, I got this
I
in the
didn't even
last
think
turn.
about it.
I
I
wasn't
thought
even
I
sure
was-
I was gonna get
I
it.
thought I was fulfilling it by chasing one of these, but
I was hoping to be able to
so.
get this and get some extra points in advance further, but I never got around to me. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Give us 5 minutes, and then we'll give you our thoughts.